The nation of Canada is dark. Initially, you might not think that because there's a lot of churches. Churches dot the cities and countryside, and there's plenty of Christian symbols. However, very few attend church. The reason? I would say it's idolatry. This may seem like a strange statement because if you were to go to Canada, you would see highways flooded with new cars. You would see comfortable homes, well-supplied restaurants, and supermarkets filled with food of every kind. You would see great wealth. You would find people who are wealthy, successful, comfortable, and obsessed with gaining more wealth, more success, and more comfort. You would find a culture that fears death and is obsessed with safety. You would find a culture of people that worship themselves and are looking to wealth and pleasure to meet their needs. This veneer of wealth and success masks a great emptiness. People seek to find peace and hope in entertainment, drug and pornography use, and yet find that this only makes the emptiness greater. Every year, close to 300,000 Canadians pass into eternity, many not knowing Christ as their Savior. This ought not be. The people of Canada need to know not just a vague spiritual idea about God. They need to know the gospel. They need to know the peace that comes from having sins forgiven. The only hope for Canada is revival. And that's what I've been praying for, and that's what I've been preparing for. As a national church planner returning to Canada, it's my goal to play a part in bringing revival to the nation of Canada. My church planting vision consists of 4 main goals. Number 1, reach the lost through empowered gospel advance. Number 2, establish independent assemblies of believers. Number 3, disciple leaders to lead new local churches. And number 4, repeat the process in a new region. At the beginning, the goal is to cooperate with Pastor David Harness over at Victory Baptist Church at Sherwood Park, Alberta, Canada, working to establish new independent churches in the surrounding area. As the movement picks up momentum, the target areas will expand west to British Columbia and east into Saskatchewan and Manitoba. The first step is reaching the lost. This means spending time in prolonged fasting and prayer, asking the Lord to bless the effort. Everything moves forward with prayer. This prayer must be accompanied by action. This means making connections in the community, spending time in personal outreach, planning and executing area-wide meetings, and ultimately seeing souls trust Christ for salvation. The second part of this vision is establishing churches. I believe that churches are made up of people and not buildings. Once souls are saved, they need to be established in the faith. This means living life with the newly saved and building authentic and powerful relationships by meeting in homes, cafes, and in other locations. New believers must be taught to observe all things Christ has commanded them. Although establishing a permanent meeting place is priority, it's peripheral when compared to establishing believers in their newfound faith. The third part of this vision is discipling leaders. God is the one who establishes churches. He brings His body together. He raises up leaders within the body. As a church planter and a disciple maker, it's my job to recognize these spiritual gifts within the newly formed body and train up leaders to lead the flock so that I'm able to move on to a new region. The final part of this vision is repeating the process in a new region. Throughout the book of Acts, the Apostle Paul was always on the move, establishing new churches in new regions. This is the New Testament model. As God empowers the movement, a church planting movement will be established in Western Canada. I believe that this mission is what God has placed me on earth to do. Canada must be reached with the life-giving message of the gospel. Would you prayerfully consider partnering with me in prayer and in financial support as I seek to make this vision a reality? Thank you for listening, and God bless.